what they wanted us to be. We are what we are. That's the way it's going to be. If you don't know, you can't educate us for no equal opportunity. Hey, then talking about my freedom. Give us freedom and liberty. We've been treading on your wine press much too long. Rebel now. And we've been treading on your wine press much too long. Rebel. The Nigerian system is a vampire. Yeah. Sucking the blood of the people. Yeah. Them building church, mosques, and universities. Whoa, yeah. Hey. Misleading our people continually. Yeah. Me say them. Then graduating thieves and murderers. Look at now. They sucking the blood of the sufferers. Yeah. Hey. Robbing our people blind every day and night. Yeah, yeah. It's time for the people to rise and take their country. We say this is the moment of resistance. Come on. Good afternoon from Houston, Texas, United States of America. My name is Madu Ajaja, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International, and the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite. Africa Unite. Africa Unite. Africa Unite. Earlier, I did a broadcast on Facebook and talking about what is taking place in Nigeria, how Nigeria are unable to rise up in the face of abuse, violent abuse by a few, less than 1% of our country's population, have taken it up upon themselves to abuse, destroy the country and destroy its people. Nothing as we speak. The country of Nigeria is at a standstill. Nothing is working. Absolutely nothing is working. The country is in total darkness. The country's educational system bankrupt. Healthcare delivery system destroyed. Infrastructure destroyed. Leadership nothing. Women and children are dying in droves. And for our people to stand up, the people of Nigeria cannot stand up. Yeah, I know they are listening to me now. They are listening. Some will tell me to come home and lead the struggle to set Nigeria free. That is how lazy our people have become. Nigerians are lazy and corrupt, including me, and let me not exclude myself. I'm a Nigerian. So when I say that, I'm including myself, even though I am not lazy, even though I've been speaking up, even though I've left the United States, left my comfort zone to Nigeria to run for office, so I can bring about what I have been preaching to the people. But guess what? The people said I did not have money. I did not have money to pay them for their votes. Me living here, left my family, left my job, left my business, left everything that I have because of love for country. I went to Nigeria to inspire something new, taking cognizance of what has been taking place in that country since I was born. I'm 62 years old. I felt sad. I felt angry. Every day and night, people call me to wire them money, to feed, to do one thing or the other. Yeah, because of the tragedy of leadership in that country. They crippled the economy. Nothing, absolutely nothing is working in Nigeria. I decided to go. I'm not a politician. I'm a Rasta. Politicians divide the people, but I came with a message of unity. I brought people from different backgrounds together to help drive a process, or inspire a process of change in Nigeria. You know what they called me? They told me I was an Americana. Things are not done this way in Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Yes, this is Nigeria. You have to do things the Nigerian way. We are not in America. These are the same people who claim that they are copying the American model of democracy. I thought that I would be a tool for change in Nigeria. I was so resisted by the drivers of the corrupt system, and resisted by the people that I had set out to help inspire to liberate themselves. Why? Because I refused to pay them money for votes. The elites in Nigeria resisted me because they didn't want the people of Nigeria to be set free. Because they knew that if they set the people of Nigeria free, that they will be put out of business and I'll be held accountable. I escaped 4 attempts to kidnap me. Four bloody attempts. The last one was bad. In fact, I thought that I was going to die. But somehow I was able to fight myself away from it. Yes. Then I came back here and continued. So if you're a Nigerian, bloody fucking Nigerian listening to me right now, who will tell me why not come home? I came home. When I came home, I didn't see you. I came home. I was one who did not hire any police officer. I did not hire soldiers the typical Nigerian way to guide me. I came. I was with the people. I was mingling with the people in hundreds and in thousands. I refuse to buy votes. Why should I come to pay you, to serve you? Because that is what the tradition is in Nigeria. Now look at where your country is. Shameless Nigerians. And for the most part of it, shameless you Nigerians. Look at where your country is now. Foreigners, terrorists will come into your country and shoot it up. Yes, the country has been invaded by mercenaries right now. Everywhere in Nigeria. Everywhere. All forests, all farmlands in Nigeria are under occupation of foreign mercenaries. Nigeria is just existing in name. The country is nearly completely gone. It's drowning in terrorism and banditry. People are kidnapped on daily basis in Nigeria. Bus loads. Kidnappers, terrorists, bandits will go to an elementary school and put all the children there in a bus and cut them away. Then hold them hostage for ransom. Which country tolerates that? Where is that tolerated? Only in Nigeria. And then they come now, instead of these people standing up, disgruntled politicians who lost out in the power play towards stealing from Nigeria, towards robbing Nigeria, towards bankrupting Nigeria. They come and say they want to form a mega party. The terrorist party ruling Nigeria now came as a result of the same way they formed a mega party called APC. APC became a full-blown terrorist organization. Yeah, the first presidential candidate of APC, when it came in 2014, all of us signed into it, thinking that they came with a mission to save Nigeria. They had protests across Nigeria. Yes, they had protests across Nigeria. Bola Tinubu was in most of all the protests. He sponsored them. He bankrolled those protests against Jonathan Goodluck. Another weak man who had a moment with history to transform, to change Nigeria. But no, he did the opposite of it. Now, they wanted him out. They formed this big coalition they call APC. Mega party. They call it mega party. Nigerians love mega party. Lazy people. They don't want to do anything to save their country. They are so afraid of dying. Look at what happened in Sri Lanka. Small Sri Lanka, what they did. Then drove their president away. Drove the entire political class away. Nigerians will not do that. They prefer Islam. They talk about Muslim ticket. They are talking about religion, Christian ticket, Christian Muslim ticket. Not Nigerians are most unpatriotic. Most Nigerians running away from the country, running away in their country. Yes, the young people there are moving in droves. They will trek across the Sahara Desert. I would think that somebody who had the courage to travel for over 500 miles across the Sahara will have that mind to challenge the system at home. But no, we are lazy. We are lazy. Nigerians are lazy. They want to form a mega party. That is the way they respond. People are dying every day in Nigeria. Farmers are not able to access their farms. All our villages have been taken over. Our roads are not safe to ply. Every day we hear stories of kidnap. Hospitals are just a harvest of deaths, and that is what it is. The educational institutions are all crumbled. Yes, economy is right on its belly. Yes, Nigeria is swimming in debt overhang. Who is going to pay the debt? Their scramble towards forming another mega party is to gain access to what I believe is empty right now, the National Treasury. And all these criminals, people coming together to put these parties together, put this mega nonsense together, we're all members of APC. They have been edged out. They want to regroup now to gain access, to gain control of our National Treasury. China is on Nigeria's neck with a lot of debt. Nigeria has so much debt from everywhere. No, nothing is working in the country. And yet these bloody fools are coming back. You know, this is their way. They had a moment to take Nigeria over when the drug dealer here, who was convicted here, an indicted drug dealer, compromised all of the country's institutions. Yes, compromised all of the country's institutions. I'm talking about compromise the armed forces, compromise the judiciary, compromise the traditional institution, to compromise just everything to become president in an election that he lost. These fools did not gather together. I'm talking about Atiku. Atiku, now he wants to be president of Nigeria by all means and at all cost, at 80. He could not do a damn thing. He could not mobilize the people to the street to chase this fool away. You imagine a drug dealer who was convicted here in the United States, Gary, Indiana. Yeah, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a principal to the destruction of Gary, Indiana. Yeah, that has become a ghost town today with drugs. He sold drugs in commercial quantities. He killed so many Americans with his drug deals. But guess what? The United States, under Joe Biden, supported him and backed his presidency of Nigeria because it is of importance to the strategic economy of the United States, diplomatic economy. Yes, they didn't see anything wrong with that. Putting a drug dealer in power in Nigeria, misleading our people that was an election that they had already concluded before it even started. This fool and Atiku bought their presidential tickets with a foreign currency. I'm talking about dollar and the pound sterling, and they did not see it. And then the international agents, election monitors, led by the United States, will come to Africa, come to Nigeria. You know, they came to Nigeria in that election. Usually they will come and condemn the election. They did that, but that was all. A drug dealer became the president of Nigeria. And the people of Nigeria are suffering the consequences right now. As I speak to you, nothing is happening in Nigeria. The country is laying prostrate. Yes, absolutely nothing. The people are dying of hunger. Yes, there's hunger in Nigeria. Big time hunger. Food insecurity in Nigeria. Physical insecurity in Nigeria. The country is a compromised sovereignty. There's nothing. And here, people who are supposed to be fighting, standing up to end this, are forming a mega party. Because we love to cut corners. We couldn't do what Sri Lanka did. We couldn't do what the Nigerians did. We couldn't do what the Burkinabes did. We couldn't do what the Kenyans attempted. Yes, because we love to live forever. Nigerians love life. All they do is watching a BB Niger pornographic show. You see, the person who tell you that he could not feed, he will find a way to pay billions of naira at the end of the stupid exercise, where our young girls and boys are exposed indecently. Yes, that is what our people love. They love useless music. The music is no longer music in Nigeria. Yes, those are the things our young people are liking. Yes, their country is violently being eroded and nobody is doing a damn thing. Here comes some fools coming together that they are forming a mega party. And I truly, Peter Obi, I've watched you for some time. Now you have proved that you are a politician. Yes, that is not what the support of people like me. You started by betraying Ojukwu. Ojukwu, who put his father's money on the line to fight for the Igbos. Yes, he fought for 3 years with his father's money. His father was a billionaire as far back. He put his father's money on the line. You disappointed him with the message you sent to a war criminal, Gowon. From Jacob to Yakubu, in order for him to fit into the arrangement that will bring people to power in Nigeria. Shame on you. Look at the eloquence with which you described Gowon as a unifier, a war criminal that Imperial Europe and America ought to have taken to the Hague. The people who tell us about justice, the people who tell us about everything, human rights. This man murdered over 5 million Igbos, and you, because of your greed for power, you are looking to become president of Nigeria by all means. You sent that very articulate letter. I didn't have any problem with you wishing him happy birthday, but the way you described him, as if that was not painful enough. His own wife, Bianca, was appointed minister by this rogue. She went and accepted that ministerial position. Yes, betraying her husband and everything he stood for a lifetime. I am sick. I'm so disappointed. So, Mr. Peter Obi joining forces with Mr. Okonkwo. Yes, people were blaming him when he got angry with you. You should forget about running for any position because you are proof that you are a politician. Making deals. You are going to the mosques and the churches to eat and drink. So the people will look at you as a good man. Nigeria does not need a good man right now. Nigeria needs a revolutionary. A politician will not solve Nigeria's problem. Hear me now, loud and clear. Peter Obi, forget about running for anything. If there is going to be ever 2027, just don't run for anything. Sit away. You are compromised. We thought we wanted you to be a revolutionary. All of us lined behind you. And what you are giving us is disappointment. You are building alliances with evil. You are building alliances with the darkness. You are distancing yourself from your people who have been suffering, who have been victims of Nigeria. For real, because of your greed for power. So when you get there, if you get there, and I don't want you to get there, you will prove no difference from than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You will not solve any problem because right now you have compromised yourself. You have put yourself in a compromised position. You are negotiating, dealing, and dining with those who created the problems you said you want to solve. How dare you come after all this? You want to be president of Nigeria? I pray that there will be no 2027 politically for Nigeria. Nigeria deserves a radical departure from its ugly past. And you are all part of the problems. Any person dealing with Atiku has not, is no different from Buhari. His mindset is the same thing. He's driven by the same thing that drives Buhari. So why should why should any responsible Nigerian want you to be president of Nigeria now with all that you have been doing? And people ask questions about your conduct and you will find a way to explain it. You can't explain betraying Ojukwu with your message to Gowon. There's no way you can explain it out. So all those people died because of you. And this is what they are getting. This is what you are giving back. Yes. Nigerians, what message are we going to give to you to make you understand that these people are one and the same thing? They are not going to change. So their new mega arrangement, I can tell you how it is going to end. It's going to end in fiasco. And at the end, if you are not careful, if we are not united, if we don't come out and file out now and unite to ask Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go away from that place, what is going to happen is that there will be confusion in the new mega arrangement because they are not there for the interest of our country. They are not organizing that movement for the interest of our country. They are doing it because they are looking for platform on which to run to get to that point where they will steal from Nigeria. I will tell you that this mega party, if it ever stands, is going to fall and scatter. You could not defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he was on the periphery. How will you defeat him when he has all the instruments of wickedness with him? People who are supposed to be lining up to fight him, you are forming another party. You will fail. You're not going to work. It's not going to work. Any person lining behind if it was a mega party driven by revolutionaries, those who want to fight, who want to put their lives on the line, I will understand. A mega party driven by politicians will never stand. It's not going to work. I tell you, Nigerians, mark it today. Like I have always told you, write it down. It will lead nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Nigeria needs a revolution right now. Nothing more, nothing less. So if you are waiting for politicians to solve the problem of Nigeria, the problems of Nigeria, you are wasting your time. The politicians who created the problems cannot unite for a solution because they have run out of gas. The only thing that drives them is benefit. The only thing that drives them is profit. So why are you wasting your time? I am calling you now to listen to me. Don't be part of their coalition. It's a coalition of the extension of your sufferings. You will not take Nigeria anywhere. A coalition of failures, corrupt failures, who want access to your country's treasury, as usual. They will not be able to solve any problem. They don't have the guts. They don't have what it takes. They are going back now to the corrupt northern leaders, right? Corrupt northern traditional rulers who are now disgruntled and angry with Bola Tinubu after they ate money from him. Yes, they were the ones who went and collected money from him and told him that it was okay for him to run his Muslim ticket. Now they are angry. They are always angry. They are always angry for self-benefit. Their people ought to be rising up and chasing all of them away. You want to give them that power that they are losing already. You are not serious with your mega nonsense. The mega nonsense will die. I know it's not going to hold. You will see after a few months, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will give some people money. They will destabilize it. Didn't they destabilize Labour Party? Look at your Labour Party. Could it hold? Because what drives the Labour Party is the same thing that drives the Nigerian enterprise. Criminality and corruption. And the same way, your mega party will fall. Because all of you, nearly all of you, if not all of you, are unpatriotic Nigerians. You are just looking for access to power. Nothing more. Not because you love Nigeria. You don't care about Nigeria. Those who care about Nigeria, we know them. So swallow this your mega thing. If you truly want change in Nigeria, bring the people of Nigeria and demand that Bola Tinubu gets out of that place. Move him by force. That is what true citizens ought to be doing in Nigeria. But they will not do that. Everybody is divided. Everybody is corrupt. Everybody is talking about their tribe. Everybody is talking about their religion. Everybody is talking about what to eat at the expense of Nigeria. And their country is eroding so violently. Why mega party? APC was a mega party. It came out to be a disaster. You want us to form another mega party. Mega party that is not driven by anything but corruption. Who are the people behind the mega party? The same people who are angry. The same corrupt people who are angry because they could not defeat the monster that has held the country hostage. And they know what they ought to do. Because they are in a dark alliance, they can't do it. You are looking for a cheap way of doing it. That is not going to work. Nigerians, distance yourself from the mega party. If you cannot unite and ask Bola Ahmed Tinubu to forcefully move, just forget it and leave your neck so that everybody will die. And maybe those who will be remaining after the whole thing will decide whether to build a country or not. Goodbye for now. And please, if you love what I'm doing, I don't tell people what they want to hear. I am not telling Nigerians sweet stories anymore. I will tell them the truth about their country. That was why I was called to the duty. So I don't regret any and everything that I have said about Nigeria. Our people are so corrupt. Nigerians are a very corrupt, wicked, and lazy people. Self-wickedness, self-hate. They don't know what it takes to be a citizen. They don't know what it takes to be a nation. They don't know what it takes to build a country. Yes, we are good everywhere. We are good, so good in the United States. But when we go home, what do we turn into? We become something else. The system will stop those who are good among us from aspiring to be anything. They will choke you, they will kill you, they will frustrate you. So Nigerians, what we need is to uproot the Nigerian system, destroy the Nigerian system, and rebuild Nigeria. If we can't do it, let's just forget and let the terrorists take over our country. So all of us will be slaves. And then we will understand what it takes, what we have done to ourselves as a people and as a country. Maybe when Nigeria ceases to exist, we will understand, the need to maybe perhaps rise up and fight. At that time, it may be too late. Like, it's almost getting too late for us to do anything. So this is the reason why it is important now for us to examine ourselves as individuals and as groups. What have we done to bring Nigeria to where it is right now? Goodbye for now.